Hi, I am John, and I am presenting two perpetual cycles to the world as a gift. Both are virtually prototyped using real product data, no adjustments. The laws are good. The implementation is flawed. Two ingredients were ignored that are required for a perpetual system to exist. This is the blueprint for a perpetual gravity engine. It makes use of an ignored resource of the ocean called elevation. It allows us to play with gravity, which is not a force. It's the object beneath your feet. You cannot deplete it. That is our infinite energy source, and it is bidirectional. While it pulls everything down directly, indirectly gravity is a push. We don't think of it that way, but we use it. Submarines, hot air balloons, boats, anything that displaces to become lighter is using gravity as a lifting force. So what we're doing here is we're throwing a turbine assembly into the ocean. It has weight. It drops 1 mile. And then it releases a bubble of air, flipping its environment because now it is buoyant, and it will rise and produce more electricity until it gets to the surface. The bubble is consumed, the process repeats. From the prototypes, the mama elephant is the production, and that's 6,000 kilowatts. The baby elephant is the energy required to make the next bubble, and that's 1,500 kilowatts. Everything else is fleas and ticks. Now, the weight will always be different from cycle to cycle, and so will the buoyancy factor. But the weight will always fall, and the bubble will always rise. That is our infinite start points. So we have both ingredients. I came up with a better way to compress air by using an air liquefier. It splits the air into liquid and heat. The trick is putting it back together again. Our maximum heat transfer rate is 67%. Nature is perfect, it's 100%. But it takes a really long time to get there. But we don't need all of it. We just need nature to do the heavy lifting, and then we'll top it off. If we use the high pressure compressor, it'll go straight to stage 4. Create a gallon of 5,000 psi air, which offloads into a generator and produces 5,000 watts. The air liquefier adds 3 stages. The compressor's 36,000 watts. The air liquefier is only 850. But in both cases, 5,000 watts are produced. We found another perpetual cycle. Both ingredients are here. We have an infinite number of start points because no tank will ever have the same value twice, cycle to cycle. And our infinite energy source is actually the behavioral disorder of nature. Finally, we get to a pretty picture. The map is color-coded by elevation. The red area represents ocean depth greater than 1 mile. To house and operate our gravity engine. The thermal cycle can go anywhere. Fresh drinking water is the gold rush of this millennia. Look how much territory, desert and near desert, can turn green and become farm and ranch land. This is how you end world hunger. Both perpetual cycles have off-world applications to turn us into a true multi-planet species. But I'm out of time. This is an historic moment. It is up to you to determine what happens with this epic discovery. How is history going to remember us?